Hi, my name is Michael from De'Longhi, and today I'm going to show you how to descale your Autentica bean to cup machine. You'll know it's time to descale when this light on here starts flashing. But before we start that, just a few things to take into consideration. First of all, we need some descaler, 100 ml of De'Longhi descaler. We need to remove any water filters in there as well. And finally, we need a container that's large enough to catch the water that's coming through. So on here, I'm going to use a 1.6 litre container to catch that. This machine, first of all, has to be put into standby mode. So when you press the top of here, this will actually then put it into what's called a standby mode. When we turn it off, you might think that's actually then shutting the machine down. If it does a rinse cycle, then that will actually catch into the drip tray, but because I've only just turned the machine off, it may not do so. Okay, so it's gone off. You think it's now off and it's actually in a standby. So what I'm going to do is hold down this button here, and I'm going to keep that held down. And what's going to happen is the descale light comes on solid. Now before it was actually flashing, now it's a solid red light. Take the tank off the back here, and I'm going to get rid of this water, and then we're just going to put some descaler in. Okay, so I'm going to get my descaler first of all. This is 100 ml, and I'm actually going to place this into the tank. There we go. Now there is a level B on my tank, and I'm going to get some water, some fresh water, and I'm actually going to take that all the way up to level B. We're not going up to max, we're just going up to the bit that says B. Once we've got our descaler and water in, we're then going to place this back on the back of the tank on here. I'm going to take my water container and I'm going to put it underneath here. Remember, we need a container that's going to be large enough to catch all the water that's going to come out of here. I'm now going to press the actual steam button. So I'm going to hold the steam button on here. And what's going to happen now is I'm then going to turn the steam dial. So open as such all the way around, and the water is then going to flow through. I'm going to leave this, and this can take anywhere up to 30 minutes to do so. And if the process stops and starts, then don't worry too much if there's a pause in between. Our first part of our descale process is complete. And what's happening now is our steam light is flashing. So this is when you turn the dial to 0. Now you will now see that the water tank is flashing. This basically means I need to refill the water, but this time I'm going to fill it to the max level, not to the level B, but to max. So I'm going to get rid of the water in the tank, and I'm also going to get rid of the descale solution that's actually in the water container. Now I'm going to get some water, fresh water, no solution in this one, and I'm going to set this to the max level. And I'm going to place this onto our machine. Not forgetting now our empty container. I'm going to place this at the side like we did before. So at this point, I'm just going to turn the dial, and it's going to do a flush through of the water again, as such. Once this is empty, I'll actually then repeat the process again. So this is twice to rinse. We turn the dial to off, which means no water will come through. You'll see that the descale light has actually gone off, but the water light is flashing. Basically means we need to fill up the water tank to max, we turn on our machine, and we're ready to make our coffee.